Jeff, I don't want to ask you what Stephen Silas, the new Rockets coach, should do. I want you to put yourself back in your old life. You're the Rockets coach again. This has happened. You dealt with Patrick Ewing. You've dealt with superstars at all of your stops. This is happening. You're the Rockets coach. What do you do?
Well, it's a tough situation, obviously, because, what you're trying to ask everybody on the team, coaches, players, is to be all in with both feet, be all in. And all the players and coaches know that Harden is out or wants to be out. Now, that doesn't preclude him from playing well. I think actually that Houston's going to win and win big if Harden stays. I think they'll be a top 4 seed. But I think it's going to be a hard year because everybody's going to dance around the elephant in the room, which is our best player doesn't want to be here. When is the other shoe going to drop? So I think Stephen Silas is handling it just like I think any coach would try. Keep the team on track, prepare as if this is going to be your team going forward. But even he knows it's just a matter of time until James Harden is no longer there.
And so you were so close to being on the verge of being that coach. How toxic could this environment potentially get if they can't find somebody to work the trade with them for James Harden?
Well, I don't know if, the article that was written yesterday, if true, is like so different than what I'm accustomed to as far as dealing with NBA players. Now, that's not to say that star players have never asked for or received, benefits that, the 12th man didn't get. But I think every player who wields power in our league, yes, they can do certain things. But I think they need to ask themselves, should they do that? Is it the right thing? Is it the right thing for the team? That selflessness, when a star player has selflessness, like a Steve Nash or a Tim Duncan or a litany of other players that we've had in our league, that sets you up for team chemistry. And team chemistry helps you to elevate your team's game as far as the talent will allow. That doesn't mean you're necessarily going to win a championship, but it's going to allow you to maximize the talent at hand. Plus, it allows you to enjoy the year. And I think we all overlook the fact we want to work in jobs where we're valued, where we're excited to go to work, and we're happy. And when you have chemistry, that's what it allows you to do. Conversely, the opposite is true. You may win, and it may be miserable, and that is absolutely zero fun.
Coach, if you were talking to Coach Silas, how would you advise him? I mean, he's done an exceptionally well job thus far, just in the media with the way he's handled it. But you have to be assured it's only going to get more challenging. How would you advise him to continue to handle this scenario as it develops?
Well, like you said, I think he's doing such a great job because he's referring many of the Harden questions back to Harden himself. Because Harden really is the only one that can answer about his level of commitment, about why he did what he did. And I think Stephen has done a great, great job. I'm fortunate. I know the Silas family. My first NBA job when I was 27 as an assistant for the Knicks, one of the other assistant coaches was Paul Silas, his dad, who took me under his wing, taught me a lot about the NBA. And so I've known Stephen since he was, I think, a high school freshman. And he's always been a great dude. Like, he's top notch. If you don't get along with Stephen Silas, you're the jerk. And he has put in like 20 years to being an assistant coach, and he's got a really good team, and he really knows what he's doing. And I'm very impressed with not only how he's dealt with the Harden dilemma coming into it. It was a Westbrook dilemma as well. And I think they've come out of it, done as good a job as they can. And unfortunately, this great player doesn't want to be a part of their team anymore. And yet I think they're doing the smart thing and not just getting rid of him, but trying to find a situation for themselves that they feel comfortable, that they can still be a really good team. So Stephen's going to do an excellent job, has done an excellent job, and I love how he's sort of deflecting the questions back to Harden.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus right now.